Hi guys, what's up? My name is Bignon and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today we are back in the CubeCraft server and I am continuing the one episode long series called the How to Win It series, and in this series I'm going to be giving you a few tips on how to win at a certain game mode in CubeCraft. And in the last episode I did the Block Wars game mode and you all seem to enjoy that, so today I am doing SKYWARS, as you can see, and if you do enjoy this, then make sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing, because I am trying to get 1,000 subs by the end of this year. But with that being said, let's get into the video. Tip number 1 is just whatever you do, do not play with touch controls. Trust me on this one, whatever you do, just don't, because if there's any way that you can play with like a keyboard or a controller, even if you're just connecting a controller to like your iPad or your Samsung phone, then you should, because trust me, you'll win more games. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. Just don't use touch controls. The next tip is actually just to learn all of the maps pretty much off by heart, and this is actually really useful just to know how likely someone is to rush you, or how many chests there are. Because especially the chests, that really affects what kit you're going to choose. And my recommendations for kits is usually on maps, on solos at least, with maps that have 2 chests, usually I'll pick tank, and then with 3 chests, usually I'll pick the healer class. And then also, there's some maps with TNT, it's good to know where the TNT is. Arcade, for example, has TNT in it. And then other things like gravel and sand for trapping people. Alright, so this next tip might be a bit harder for the console editions, but if you are playing on a computer or on the mobile versions of Minecraft, then I definitely recommend getting a texture pack with an inventory that is transparent. And, well, the obvious reason for this is if you're in a SkyWars game and you're sorting your inventory out, and someone decides to sneak up on you, then you can see them, and it's very useful, and it saves your life a bunch of times. I actually have a few of these packs, and all of them are linked into the description right now, so if you want to get any of them and try them out, then you definitely should. Just tap the links below. So next I'm going to talk about the 2 easiest ways to kill people with swords in SkyWars, and the first one is to set up combos. And you might have heard of these combos and think that these are really complicated to set up, and a lot of people will say that they are, but they're not really. And in the latest CubeCraft update, we got upgraded KB, so it's more like Hypixel's KB, and that is really good because it made combos really easy to set up and also really overpowered. And my 2 tips for setting up a combo and keeping it is to first just get the first hit on the opponent, and then just keep swinging really fast, and they just won't be able to hit you. And yeah, it's pretty good. And then the second way is this one works specifically for mobile gamers. Those dang mobile gamers. And the way this is going to work is you're going to walk around them in a circle and hit them. And the reason this works is because when you're using touch controls, it's actually nearly impossible to spin and hit at the same time. So yeah, it's pretty overpowered, and it's also very funny to watch. But speaking of CubeCraft updates, the next tip is also going to be dedicated to an update that came out fairly recently, and in it, we actually got a health bar that is visible above everyone's head in a game. And a big part of winning in SkyWars is actually making really smart decisions. Even if you have bad stuff, you're more likely to win in a game if you do make smart decisions than if you don't. And watching someone's health bar, just always keeping an eye on it, is a really good way to just make smart decisions. You can tell whether you're not doing enough damage, whether you should run, all of that good stuff. And this is what I'm about to show you is also a clip of me pretty much doing what I just described. I was fighting someone, and I could see I wasn't doing enough damage, and if I didn't run, then I would have died, so here's that clip. And yeah, it's just not very fun, because you're definitely going to get rushed, And I am definitely not doing enough damage to you. And this next tip is going to be a very simple one, and that is just to sort out your hotbar. And even if it takes 20 extra seconds, then it is still definitely worth doing it, because just having all of your convenient stuff in a place that suits you is going to be very important and very helpful. And the way I usually do it is I have my sword in the middle, and then to the right of my sword I have my blocks to block latch quickly or make a bridge or that stuff. And then to the left I have my gapples to quickly gapple if someone's coming for me. And just, you should definitely do this, because no matter how long it takes, it will always benefit you. Okay, so this tip is going to be the last one, and it is going to be a very simple one, but also a very useful one, and that is just to have your sound on when you're playing. And I used to be one of those people who just didn't have their sound on, because I thought I didn't need it, but I was very wrong, because it is very useful just to be able to hear when blocks are being placed around you, or when someone's shooting arrows at you, or when someone's like walking up behind you. And yeah, it's very useful, even if you don't have good headphones, even if you're playing in the church on your iPhone, you should still have sound on, because it will definitely help you. But anyways, guys, thank you for making it to the end of the video, and this one was a pain to edit, so if you did enjoy, then please make sure to like and subscribe, and also comment what game mode should I do next in this series. But until the next time, I will see you all later. Goodbye.